We're at the time of year where you have to have goals set for 2021. If you haven't already set those goals, you're in great company because today I'm going to help you set accurate goals that you actually achieve. Hit that like button if you always set goals but you never achieve them and you want to achieve them but you haven't had the success. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified every time a new video drops. If we haven't already met, I'm Melanie, a former recruiter turned career coach, helping you turn your passion and purpose into a heart-centered, profitable career. Goal setting is something really important, but so many people tend to get it wrong and they don't meet their goals because they set the wrong type of goals. We can't control certain factors in our lives, but we can control what we put in. So with this video today, I'm going to help you identify what you can control and how you can set goals that you're actually going to see results in. What do I mean when I say the type of goals you need to set need to be SMART goals? You need to set SMART goals for yourself. You also need to look at who is going to play a part of me achieving that goal. Because here's the thing, you cannot rely on others to help you meet your goal. Say now you want to set a goal and say that you want to have 10,000 connections on LinkedIn. That is going to be unrealistic because you cannot control how many people will accept your connection request. So you need to set a goal that's going to say, I'm going to connect with at least 20 people every single day consistently. Let's look at a big goal. A big goal would be you wanting to get a new job in 2021. Then we need to look at the big goal and break it into smaller pieces, because how do you eat an elephant? You don't eat the whole thing in one go. You break it into pieces and you eat it piece by piece. Same thing when it comes to goals. You have a big goal, but you have to break it down into smaller, more achievable goals. Now, examples of goals for you finding a new job in 2021 would look like making sure that I customize my resume to the job spec, coming up with a list of companies that I want to apply with, sending out my applications to these companies, writing compelling cover letters, connecting with a certain amount of people on LinkedIn every day. And the key here will be staying consistent. So when you set goals, the way that you achieve those goals is by being consistent. Because in life, we have to be consistent in everything we do. There are a certain amount of goals that you need to try and avoid. One of them being goals that include other people's participation in that goal. So say now you want to make a post go viral on social media. You have no control over who's going to like your post, who's going to comment, who's going to share it. So you've got no control over social media. So that would be an unrealistic goal and a goal that would just frustrate you because you wouldn't see the results that you want. So when you're looking at your goals, try to avoid including other people in your goal setting because they are not going to be dedicated enough to help you achieve that goal by a certain time. I also want to look at another goal. Say now you want to lose a certain amount of kilograms before January. How you would look at that goal is you would say you would like to lose some weight. That's the big goal. But how you are going to achieve it, no. Another way to look at goal setting is not to look at the outcome, but to look at a specific feeling. Say now you'd like to be happier in your job in January. How can you set smaller goals so that you can be more happier in January in your job? You could look at maybe implementing some boundaries with your company, maybe negotiating a salary increase or negotiating that you work from home every second day or little goals like that. Because even though you want to be happier in your job, you need to look at the steps that you can take to achieve that goal. Another tip that I want to recommend to you is that you look at the motive behind the goal. Why do you want to achieve this goal? Why do you want to be happier in your job in 2021? Is it because you want to be a happier person at home? Is it because your health is taking a strain? Why do you want to achieve that goal? Because sometimes we tend to set goals that just set goals for the sake of setting them. We don't look at the motive behind why we want to. When people say they just want to get a pay increase, it's because they just want the money. But you need to look at it and say, why do I want the money? Is it because I want to support my family more? Is it that I want to have less stress, want to pay off certain bills? Because if you set a goal that you're not 110% committed to achieving, you're not going to be driven to go through the tasks to solve that goal. And that is where so many people go wrong. You will hear everyone saying, oh, in 2021, I'm going to stop eating this, I'm going to stop eating that. And they just don't get to achieving that goal because of the motivation. Maybe on the day that they decided to achieve that goal, as they decided, someone said to them they looked fat and they wanted to lose weight. So you have to look at the motivation and make sure that it's something in line with who you are and it's something that you really, really want, because that'll drive you. That'll make you be successful with your achieving of your goals. And one last thing that I want to emphasize that is so important: celebrate the small wins. When you achieve that small baby goal that you set for yourself, let it be connecting with 15 people on LinkedIn. Make sure you celebrate. You don't have to go and buy a bottle of champagne, but you can pat yourself on the shoulder and say, I achieved this goal. Because in a world that we live in now, there's so much overwhelming news, some saddening news, some frustration. You need to celebrate the small wins. So, of course, go and celebrate those small wins. I hope that you're going to go forward and set yourself attainable and goals that you want to crush, and that you have a wonderful new year.